Please stand by for a sponsor. Hi guys! So before I get started with this video, I want to give a quick shout out to my sponsor, Ask Kirby. Ask Kirby, for those of you guys who don't know, is this new gossip app where pretty much everybody comes on there to talk their shit. Because sometimes I be coming on there literally just to scroll through, listen to what people are saying. Sometimes people talk shit about me, some people drag me. The best part about this app is you can talk your shit anonymously without facing repercussions. So people come out here to share viral videos, viral stories, give their opinions, and sometimes I be coming out here just to get a good laugh. I be seeing stories like this, for example. So make sure you guys check out Ask Kirby. It's available on Apple and Android.
Some viewers may find this disturbing. Viewer discretion is advised.
Hi my loves! It's Destin Choice, and you're watching Choice TV. Now today's video we're going to talk about this bitch Evelyn Lozada and the whole OG True Hindu situation. As I do this video, I'm going to enjoy my organic smoothie. Long story short, there's a very disgusting, horribly ratchet TV show on VH1 called Basketball Wives. For some reason, the show has been on air for almost 8 years. Why? I have no fucking idea.
Blank period. This is what's coming your way. Don't rip my Evelyn. I don't give a about this, man. I don't give a about your little.
I've never watched the show before, and I try to stay away from shows like that, Love and Hip Hop, and other shows that perpetuate the fact that black women and black men are psychotic, always in love triangles, always throwing drinks on one another, and are always acting the fucking fool and embarrassing themselves. I usually stay away from those ratchet ass TV shows, and I pay them no mind because 95% of that bullshit is scripted, is fake, and black people will do anything and sell their souls for a check a lot of times to get on these shows. So, anyways, Basketball Wives, long story short, had a recent controversy where, in case you guys didn't know, a cast member who has been on the show for almost 85 years, her name is Evelyn, I believe. I think she's 75 years old. And it basically follows the life and chronicles of women who are attached to basketball players. So if you're fucking a basketball player, you can get on this show. If you're fucking a basketball coach, you can get on this show. And if you're fucking the water boy, you can get on this show. Or if you're married to a basketball player, you can get on the show. Long story short, Basketball Wives is a whole fucking mess in a nutshell. But recently, there was a crazy scene where a woman by the name of OG Hindu, who was of Nigerian descent, and Evelyn Lozada, who was of African and Latin descent, when it's convenient. As far as the cast members, a lot of people don't like OG because she's more of an instigator type of chick. And a lot of people definitely don't like Evelyn and Tammy Roman and a whole bunch of other characters, specifically because a lot of them are just drama starters and problem starters, but for some reason the show does very well in ratings. So long story short, all this bullshit started because the cast member Evelyn, to be exact, has a history of doing a lot of fucked up and racist things. She was called out by the cast member OG, the dark-skinned girl, for constantly using the N-word.
I'm tired of your ass. You cursing it. I'm tired of your ass.
Your will get all mother day. Your will get all mother day.
She was constantly using the N-word, and she was criticized for also getting braids. Many people criticize her for getting braids because people feel as though she's only black when it's convenient. And the reason she doesn't like OG is because OG also used to text and mess around with her ex-husband, who used to beat the fuck out of her, headbutted her 7 years ago. And it was a whole viral story.
And he, grabbed my ears, and that's when he headbutted me.
Long story short, she threw it in her face and said, yeah, you can call me ugly all you want, but your man wants me, blase, blase, your man wants me, blase, blase.
Not with OG. Don't even. Just like your baby's daddies, all canceled. Ugly. Ooh. Ugly. But I got a man, bitch. Ugly. Hey, Ocho Cinco wanted me. Ocho Cinco wanted me. Girl, bye. I'm your favorite athlete's favorite athlete.
OG, are you obsessed with Chad or something? Because I married him. I lived with him. Is that what you want? Because you can have it. I'm good.
And when that went viral, Evelyn basically took to Instagram to shade her because of that clip that aired. And she basically referenced that OG is nothing but a hater. And in order to reference the fact that she's a hater, she decided to insert a gorilla emoji. When will colorist bitches ever learn that we live in a world where social media will always fucking hold you accountable for the fuck shit that you do? So I feel like what she said was really fucked up and horrendous, and the fact that she's upset at the backlash is awful. She did a whole interview where she basically said that she identifies as Afro-Latina and she can say nigga because in New York, that's how they talk.
It's funny because on the season, somebody was like, bitch, you think you black. And I've never had anybody tell me that. And I was so offended, you know, because I didn't know what that meant. You know, I'm like, I think I'm black. Like, I grew up in New York.
And long story short, now to me personally, Evelyn does look ethnic. She definitely looks like she has some black in her. But we need to let go of this whole one drop rule. Because long story short, some tweets resurfaced and came out of nowhere of Evelyn literally saying, when someone asked her, do you have some black in you? She said no. But then there were other tweets of her saying she was Afro-Latina. So a lot of people are very confused. It seems like Evelyn is only black when it's convenient. And a lot of people aren't really here for all the fuck shit she had to say. Long story short, what she said was really, really fucked up about OG. And OG took to Twitter and said, see, VH1, fire this bitch. She's a racist, she used the N-word, and she answered the gorilla emoji. So now a lot of people have blown this up and are basically criticizing Evelyn for coming for a dark-skinned girl. But in reality, the only reason people come for OG is because she's very, very messy. She's horribly messy. I never watched the show, but after watching a couple clips and watching the show now to get an idea of how all this started, OG is a very, very messy, messy, messy girl. She's really crazy and does a lot of really insane shit, and it seems like the entire cast is always against her. But it's what it is. That's what happens when you do ratchet reality TV. A lot of people came to Evelyn's defense to basically say that Evelyn is not a racist, but then that led to more clips resurfacing of this bitch literally calling an Asian woman Lily.
Everybody. I have a problem with you, Lily. What's Lily?
The nail shop girl.
So it's racist.
So you get where I'm coming from? She's calling an Asian woman Lily. Like, that's a horrible, horrible, awful stereotype. Basically trying to imply that some Asian people don't speak English and a lot of Asian people work in nail salons. So calling an Asian woman Lily and Ling Ling is awfully horrible. Many people probably laughed at that joke, but it is in reality horrible, the fact that she said that. Now, let's be realistic, y'all. Evelyn is getting a lot of backlash for this, and she deserves all the backlash. And I think it's horrible that people are trying to find an excuse by basically saying she has black children because just because she takes some BBCs, all of a sudden it doesn't make her a racist. Hey, some of the slave masters' daughters were also taken in BBCs, but that didn't make them any less racist. Kim K, the Kardashian host, take black BBCs, big black cocks, every other fucking week. But that don't mean that they're any less fucked up in all the cultural appropriation shit they do. I do like the Kardashians, but I definitely don't agree with all the fuck shit they do and have said. But anyways, that's another video. Evelyn is getting called out, but people like Jason Lee, in case you guys didn't know, Jason Lee is a media personality who wants to be a celebrity very badly. He basically took to Instagram Live to defend her comments and her inserting the gorilla thing. And this is what he had to say.
By bringing this to your attention, we are all standing here together for this issue tonight. OG Evelyn Lozada. Y'all know we just had Evelyn on the show. Everybody's up in arms with Evelyn because OG is claiming that she's racist. Now, I've done my research, and I take pride in saying that I'm the king of tea and that I'm the king of receipts. And I've done my research. I've asked my team to look high and look low. And I've looked in every place I could look, and I still can't find where Evelyn has done something racist. Yet you guys have unleashed this cancel culture on the girl, trying to say that she's a racist because OG said she's a racist. Who the fuck is OG? I'm not trying to be shady. I swear to God I'm not. I'm just asking because I don't know, because I just know so many people, and I've been around for such a long time that I just don't know what an OG is. I know an OG is an old gangster.
Claims he did mad research, but doesn't even know who the fuck OG is. Okay, fat caca. Continue. Whatever you say.
And I don't know that that's a part of the conversation. But anyway, I digress. It's not about OG. This is about the fact that I'm watching women tear down another woman of color who has black children.
Oh, dear God. Is he really going to pull the tearing down a black woman of color card? Is he really going to pull that card? Meanwhile, he tore down a black woman like Ashanti by saying her thighs were black.
Wasn't it?
I'm not sure, but she looked good. She looked good. She looked good. Cause I seen what social media was trying to do to her.
I like you so much. I'm gonna be so good today. I'm gonna just be good. Fine. And the Daily Mail put them pictures out of her crotch. I guess it was a little dark, but that's from not bleaching or something like. I don't know how that.
I mean, if you a thick girl, you know I got dark spots too. It's from the thighs rubbing together.
Yeah, but we don't see them.
Okay, but you know that's just she comfortable and she look really good in person too.
Tear down another woman of color who has black children, claiming that she's a racist and a colorist. I'm gonna tell you what's sad. And it's our people that be using that colorist shit against each other. Latinos and other people of the brown community, although they may not have had the black experience, have had the black experience. The experience of being judged and being treated secondary to white people. Yet black folks, we forget that. We forget that we need Mexicans in our country. We forget that people who are Puerto Rican or Dominican or from another third world country, or another country like a Jamaica or Africa, 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 or another country like a Jamaica or Africa are not treated the same as white folks. Yet we are the main ones trying to tear them down whenever we get a chance. Now, all of y'all on here on Instagram, y'all know who Evelyn Lozada is. Whether you like her or love her, you wouldn't watch Basketball Wives if she wasn't on the motherfucking show. Y'all need to stop it or show me the receipt. We need EOTs. People who equal opportunity troll. Because the same person that's claiming colorism is the same person that was weaponizing domestic violence and attacking Evelyn about her past with a man who beat her ass. Now I just need to understand something. Have we not become a society? Are we not a society of facts? Are we not a society of what matters? Have we become a society of bandwagoning and following the leader? Have we given up our leadership and our ability to be leaders and think for ourselves, to follow trends? Is that what we doing? Because I ain't doing it. And you know what? I'm proud to be black. I wouldn't want to wake up tomorrow and be anything other than a black man in America, because you know what? That struggle that I went through with black people treating me like shit because I wasn't dark enough or because I wasn't all the way black or had different type of hair, or, oh, that's my hair, by the way, that's my real hair. Or from white people who thought I wasn't nothing but a nigga and at 15 accused me of stealing when I wasn't stealing. All of that experience has led me to this opinion. Black people, stop crying wolf. Stop calling colorism every single time something don't smell exactly the way that you smell it, because all of our experiences are different. And although we need to be understanding and compassionate and empathetic with what everybody experiences in life, everything ain't racism and everything ain't colorism. You mean to tell me that Evelyn Lozada, who was accused of calling this girl a monkey, which she didn't, she posted an emoji on a post, who birthed a black son, Evelyn got a black son, a black daughter. You mean to tell me that she's racist all of a sudden?
The fucking nerve. And this is why I'm glad this is going viral, because this opens room for a conversation of people having to speak on these things. So long story short, Jason Lee did nothing but perpetuate the fact that he has light skin privilege. You being light skinned, first of all, let's make something clear. Jason is not black. And I say this all the time, and people get upset every time I say this. It is what it is, but it's the truth. Biracial people are not black. I used to have this mindset a long time ago that if you're mixed or biracial, you're basically black, because that's always been a thing. Even when I was a kid, I feel like we're all guilty of thinking that mixed people are black. But no, let black people have something for themselves. If you're mixed or biracial, you're not black. There's nothing wrong with not being black. People find it so offensive when I say that. Why is it so offensive? It seems like now that black is being a trend, everybody gets offended when you say that they're not black. You're not black. If you don't have two black parents, or a parent that's at least biracial, and another father that's black, you're not black. I feel like when it comes to being black, you have to be visibly black looking. There are biracial people that don't look biracial but look fully black. Because trust me, I've seen it. I went to school with this one kid who literally looked black, but he had a white mother. And it happens. But I feel like if you don't know how it's like to be visibly black and labeled as black, then you're not black. If you're biracial and you look black, then you can claim black. But if you don't look black, you're not black. I feel like if you obviously look mixed and ambiguous due to your hair type or the certain features that you have, You need to own it, honestly, and not get offended when people say that you aren't black. Jason Lee isn't black. He's black only because white people will never accept him. I understand that he identifies as black, and I don't think it's anything wrong with mixed people claiming their blackness. I respect that. I understand that. Claim your blackness if you want. But at the same time, I feel like saying that mixed people are black promotes the one drop rule. So if you guys didn't know, there was this whole rule back in the early 1900s, even 1800s, where basically if you had any visible black features, or any of your parents were black, or if you had any ounce of black in you and it was obvious and people could tell due to like the melanin in your skin, if you were a light-skinned black person, or if you had the nose, regardless if you had a certain hair type, you were basically black. Basically, I'm going to insert this picture to give you guys a good representation of what the one drop rule is. This rule still to this day fucking follows us, because we got black men literally giving everybody, and black women too, giving everybody the black card.
That you said, once you said, because my
skin
is not
But
she's
Spanish. But here's the thing. But people don't
No.
want
She's
to be
Spanish. She's not even white.
But people don't want to.
No. Her skin. Look.
But listen. What color?
Are you Spanish?
I'm sorry. What color is Fat Joe?
Are you Spanish?
I'm Puerto Rican and Italian.
Then you black. Period. I don't care.
I'm not black.
White people. First of all, Italians are almost not even white. To be honest, Italians really are. They almost black white people.
Just because they have black in them. No, you're not black. I'm black. Okay. I have two black parents, a black mother and a black father. I am black. And if people want to pull that card, let's put it this way. I took an ancestry DNA test, and my ancestry DNA test came back that I had 4% white in me. So I basically had 2% European, and the other 2% came from like France, because of the slave masters raping a lot of our ancestors. Let's be realistic. Some of y'all are just as black as me, or if not blacker than me, and will probably have at least 1% of white in you because of what the slave masters were doing to the African slaves back in the day. The rape and the interracial relationships. Let's just be honest here. Now, the reason I have an issue with people promoting the one drop rule was I didn't even know this, but someone had to like break it down to me. Like, I found this out recently. Like, it took me like a year to figure this out. Basically, a year ago, I said that mixed people were black, and somebody was like, no choice. And a subscriber, I don't remember who it was, broke it down to me and said, nah, we gotta let mixed people have something for themselves, because at the end of the day, being mixed don't make you black. You know what I'm saying? Because you're mixed, which is a beautiful thing, because you have two cultures, if not three cultures or more. It's a beautiful thing, because you have to understand that you have to embrace all of your culture. You can't just pick one. People who are mixed shouldn't have to pick a side. Now, as far as Evelyn's bitch ass, she definitely looks ambiguous. She doesn't look fully black, but when you look at her, you can see that she has Afrocentric features. And when I say Afrocentric features, I mean her skin. She has melanin in her skin, which predominantly comes from Africa. So she definitely does have that Afrocentric feature. But that doesn't make her any black, and that doesn't give her the right to fucking talk down on fucking black people just because she's quote-unquote Latina. Because on Twitter, when asked, she said that she was Puerto Rican just to make herself seem more exotic. And now all of a sudden she want to claim black. I find it disrespectful and very distasteful to black people. And it's always the people who aren't fully black, or people who are coons, or people who are white who say, who cares who wants to claim back when it's convenient? Okay, bitch. Okay, because I have 4% of white in me, I can't go around saying I'm white. What's the first, when you first subscribed to me, what was the first race you automatically thought I was? Black, right? I can't go around saying I'm white because I'm not visibly black. Being black is more than just having black in you. Black is literally a cultural symbol. By the way, y'all, this is sea moss gel. Make sure y'all invest in some. A lot of y'all keep asking me where I get it from. Link in my description down below. It has over 92 vitamins that your body needs. Riboflavin, omega-3, magnesium, zinc, iron, copper, you name it. Over 92 minerals that your body needs. Link in the description down below. Get it on Amazon, or you can get it online. So yeah, like I said, I feel like it promotes the one drop rule. And the fact that people sit up here and try to claim everybody under the sun is ridiculous. I find it very interesting and funny that almost every other race and culture can put a fucking dome over their color. They can put a fucking electric fence over their fucking culture. But the minute black people say, you're not black. Yeah, you're mixed, you're not black. People all of a sudden go, who cares? Black people need to be And then you got the Jason Lee saying black people came from the African country. First of all, bitch, Africa is not a country, it's a continent. At his age, you should definitely know that. But of course, the American school system has failed a lot of us. Also, y'all, this is moringa powder. There's a tree in India called the miracle tree, and this powder is basically grounded up leaves. And it's basically been proven to lower cholesterol, and it has over 50 vitamins that your body needs. Riboflavin, magnesium, and it has zinc. And it can lower your cholesterol. Put a teaspoon in your smoothies. And also it's been proven to reverse diabetes, and in most cases it can also help treat arthritis, and it can also help with feet swelling. This is not sponsored, by the way. I'm trying to promote good health. Please invest into some on Amazon. I drink these every day, and it basically keeps my weight very moderate. Anyways, so yeah, you got the Jason Lees who are out here saying that black people need to be more inclusive, saying our people. Bitch, who the fuck is our people? Last time I checked, you're biracial. I don't hate Jason. I don't dislike Jason. I don't love Jason. I enjoy his podcast. In case you guys didn't know, he is from Love and Hip Hop, and he does own a platform called Hollywood Unlocked. And I do enjoy his podcast that he does with his friends. And he has said some horribly distasteful things about Ariana Grande. He has said some horribly distasteful things about Lil Nas X. He has said some horrible, distasteful things about Ashanti having black stuff all over her thighs. I don't hate him. I just 100% don't agree with a lot of the shit that he fucking says. He's super problematic, and he's also known for breaking the 5-second rule. He's also known for breaking the Jordan Woods, and he also teamed up with the Kardashians to team up against Jordan Woods. He basically broke the story, and he basically sat in a room and sat on the phone, sat on three-way with all the Kardashians to make this whole story and narrative that Jordan Woods is a fucking homewrecker. But that's a whole other video. Anyways, Jason Lee is just a fucking mess. And the fact that he's sitting up here trying to claim our people, no. You're biracial. Don't say our people. I said what I said. I'm not trying to say that all biracial people claim mixed when it's convenient, because that's not the case. All I'm saying is mixed people have to claim everything, because you're mixed. You're visibly mixed. If you're visibly mixed, it's only right if you claim everything, considering that you don't know how it's like to face the black experience. Light-skinned women, and there's a difference between light-skinned women, there's a difference between biracial women, okay? Anybody can be a light-skinned black person. There are so many black light-skinned people. Light-skinned people come in all shades, albino, caramel. Like, light-skinned people come in all shades, and some of them have 2 black parents. For example, Lisa Ray. Lisa Ray is a light-skinned black woman. And, for example, Maya, the singer, she's biracial. There's a big difference between the two of them. So, people need to respect the fact that, what's her name, Evelyn, I don't consider her black, I consider her mixed. You're a mixed Latina. There's a difference between Afro-Latina and a mixed Latina. Saying that she's an Afro-Latina is like saying Jennifer Lopez is an Afro-Latina. Now, for you guys who didn't know, obviously J-Lo does have some African ancestry in her. Some of you guys might not want to admit it, but she definitely does. If you guys didn't know, look at J-Lo's nose from back in the early 90s. Yeah, this is the old J-Lo before she got a nose job that she always denies. And this is a picture of her mother. A picture of her mother and father. Her mother is obviously mixed looking, and her father is obviously white. So obviously she inherited a lot of African features because black is a dominant gene. But here's my thing. We got all these people all of a sudden wanting to claim Afro-Latina, like Evelyn Lozado. But no one ever wants to respect the culture. All of a sudden, I've noticed this for the past 10 years, there's become an ongoing thing for people to claim black culture and their blackness, because it's become a trend now. All of a sudden, since we all know black people created hip-hop and black people created jazz and country music, like we are the trendsetters. All of a sudden, people want a piece of that. People don't want to be dark-skinned or face the black experience, but people love black culture. So that's the thing. And Evelyn Lozada, she's honestly trash. And the fact that she actually reposted this video of Jason Lee defending her, and it went viral and has over 700,000 views. And the fact that she can sit up here and like try to like allow people to enable her, and I can see people coming from, and now she's actually trying to sue OG. Yes, it was reported by TMZ that she's trying to sue OG because OG ran to Twitter and helped the narrative go viral about her being a racist because she uses the N-word, she wears cornrows, and she also used the ape emoji to describe her. When in reality, the whole ape and monkey stigma goes way back to the Mayflower days. In case you guys didn't know, back in the day, white supremacists created books, propaganda, and scientific theories that black people originated and came from apes, monkeys, gorillas, orangutans, anything in the monkey family. So calling somebody a monkey is a horribly racist thing, and it's crazy that they don't teach us this in school, because it took me leaving school, or it took me at the end of high school to like realize this, like, because colorism being such a broad discussion now. So the fact that she used the gorilla emoji and he has the nerve to sit up here and defend her and say, I don't see anything racist that she does. Bitch, you are very misinformed. Like, you have some fucking nerve to sit up here and say that you don't see anything racist of what she did. She clearly sat up there and put the gorilla emoji. She knew what the fuck she was doing. She knew what the fuck that means. I don't know what the fuck is wrong with a lot of these people who have black in them, who think that it's okay to disrespect black people. Just because you have black in you, that doesn't mean it's okay to disrespect black people. Jason Lee is using the, well, she has black in her and she has black children. Okay, cool. Well, so because she has black in her, she can't be disrespectful and racist, but yet people like him and other people have dragged Azalea Banks for calling dark-skinned women tar babies, but when it comes to Evelyn Lozada, because she has some black in her and because she has a lot of friends in the industry and she's befriended a lot of these bloggers, a lot of people don't have a problem with what she said because she's entertaining for reality TV. Y'all have no issue with what she said because she's mixed with Afro-Latina. Okay, well, Latina means that you're culturally tied to a Latin and Spanish-speaking country, right? And Latina can mean that you're a melting pot of a lot of things, Native American, white, or black. Right? And Afro means that you're a descendant of Africa. So when it comes to being Afro-Latina, you basically have to be a slave that was bought to Africa and most of your roots are black. If you're mixed, there's not a chance that you're Afro-Latina. Lala Anthony, Afro-Latina. Dasha Polanco, 2 black parents, Afro-Latina. Carmelo Anthony, Afro-Latino. Who's the other guy? Kid Cudi, Afro-Latino. Trina, Afro-Latina. Lupita Nyong'o, Afro-Latina. She has 2 Kenyan parents, but she was born and lived in Mexico for a few years of her life. So she's culturally tied to Mexico. But because she's mixed, it's okay. But anyways, let me fucking blend my fucking shit. But yeah, real shit. Oh, I'm gonna add some vanilla drops. Evelyn is trash. She's been trash. She got her rise to fame being the wife of an NFL player. And we're gonna add a teaspoon of black seed oil. Just a couple drops. So I can't stand the fact that she's trying to get this, she's getting a pass for this. She could have took all this time to apologize for saying all this fuck shit, but instead she sees it as an opportunity to cry wolf, and have bloggers defend her. It's disgusting and horrifying. I love that when, you know, racism shit like this resurfaces, it causes everyone to have a conversation. Cinnamon. It causes all of us to have a conversation. And this is really important for all of us to have. Colorism. A lot of us aren't taught about it. And colorism is a form of white supremacy. And all of it, ooh, cinnamon. want to waste that. Colorism, texturism, all that. The fact that Jason is sitting up here trying to dismiss it and be like, oh, you know, black people love to call colorism whenever they want. And a lot of people are criticizing Jason by saying that light-skinned people and mixed people don't go through colorism. I don't agree with that. I think mixed people and light people do go through colorism. Although darker-skinned people get the shittier end of the stick. When it comes to dark-skinned people, they get compared to monkeys and apes and all this stuff. You know, it's crazy. Like I said earlier in this video, there were scientific theories and books written to show that black people are less superior because they're constantly getting compared to monkeys and apes, even though white people come from caves and mountains. But that's another video and another story that nobody's ready for. Anyways, Jason, you're light-skinned and you're mixed. You don't face the same oppression as a black person. Just because you have the experience of getting oppressed, you are a person of color. Remember that. But you will never be black, okay? You will never be black, and there's nothing wrong with being black. You don't have to pick a side. People need to stop pushing this one drop rule narrative, okay? It's not okay. If I can't claim white with my 4% of white in me, then damn sure Evelyn can't claim being black. Especially when she denied when asked about it. Everybody want to be black until it's time to be black. So when it's time for her to use it as a scapegoat to excuse her horrible comments, that's when it's okay. But yet, Jason and a lot of people haven't even mentioned Evelyn's horrible comments about the Asian lady. Anyways, I was going to do this video for my second channel, but it rightfully so needs to be on my main channel, because everyone needs to make sure to see this. And make sure y'all subscribe to my second channel, bruh. Make sure y'all subscribe to my second channel. So yes, I drink this much and I have leftover. I drink the rest the next morning. Sea moss, moringa, black seed oil, oranges, strawberry, almond milk, a huge protein, and it's also good for your mental health. Anywho, Evelyn, you're a trash basket, and she deserves all the backlash. Now OG ain't innocent either. She's messy as fuck, and I'm sure she's enjoying this. But as far as we all know, the fact that people are trying to throw up how, oh, well, she was sleeping with her man, she was messing with her man, and so what? She don't owe Evelyn no fucking loyalty. She wasn't she was never fucking friends with Evelyn. What loyalty does she owe Evelyn? How about you take that up with your man? I am fucking sick of people making excuses for racism and colorism, all of which stem from white supremacy. White supremacy created texturism, featureism, colorism, shadeism. Before a lot of y'all say, it's not colorism, it's not colorism, please look up the definition of colorism, okay? Because let's be real, if OG was a white woman, or if OG was a Latina, or a mixed Asian woman, or any other race, you wouldn't have called her a monkey, right? Or even if she was a black woman but lighter skin, she wouldn't have called someone like, for example, Lisa Ray, who was a black woman but light skinned, a monkey. She wouldn't have called someone like, who's a light skinned black woman? Oh my god, who's a light skinned black woman? Somebody help me out here. Carrie Hilson. She wouldn't have called somebody like Carrie Hilson a monkey, right? It's because OG is dark skinned, right? And it's because there's a lot of negative connotations surrounded around dark skinned girls being compared to apes and the whole monkey family, right? Now if she were to use a sombrero emoji to address you, it would have been a problem, right? If she would have came at you like, oh bitch, that's why you like tacos and burritos, you stupid ass bitch. Oh, you wetback, like it would have been an issue, right? A lot of people in the Latin community would have had an issue, right? But because it's a dark skinned black woman, no one really has sympathy for the black girl. It's oh wow, it's not that serious. All she did was insert the gorilla emoji. And the same people who said it's not that serious are the same people who are guilty of doing that and aren't even going to take accountability for the fuck shit and the racist stigma behind it. Also, I want to mention this. So, I was scrolling through Jason Lee's comments when a lot of people dragged him for inserting himself in this bullshit. Somebody said this to Jason in his comment section. A woman by the name of Gracie said, "It's not a drag. You, me, and Evelyn cannot understand what OG goes through because she has darker skin than we do." And a light-skinned woman commented this. A light-skinned woman basically defended OG and said, "Because we're lighter, you won't understand, Jason." And Jason replied, "And her struggle ain't no greater than mine or yours or Evelyn's." What's so great about his struggle? Anywho, here we go again. Another light-skinned mixed person trying to sweep under the rug black issues just to bring up their own. This has been happening since the Mayflower days. I'm not surprised. He says, her struggle is no greater than mine or yours or Evelyn's because we don't know each other's history, do we? No? We all need to stop judging and taking our baggage and just dumping it on people's doorsteps. And then somebody commented defending Jason saying, 1% of black is still black. I'm just saying. And then he replied, facts. Sorry, y'all, my fucking alarm. I have to shake it 30 times for it to stop. So basically, somebody said 1% of black is still black. He says facts. Here we go again. That's why I'm relaying back to the whole one drop rule. It's toxic. I said what I said. A lot of people are going to be pressed. But it's what it is. Mixed people go through colorism. Light-skinned people go through colorism. And I hate people try to downplay that. But at the same time, we got to hold Evelyn accountable. And I believe she deserves all the dragging she's getting. And then also the fucking producer of the show, Shawnee, went live to basically say that people were doing too much, which was honestly horrifying and disgusting.
It's just entertainment, guys. Don't get so invested. You're getting all of about 3% of our real lives. Trust me. And that's period. Poo.
This woman will be the downfall of black representation. But anyways, that's all I gotta say for this video. Also, y'all, this is a copper bracelet. Make sure you guys invest in one because copper, if you absorb it into your skin, promotes anti-aging. And not only that, copper is good to absorb because it's good for your mental health, and it's good because you absorb it through your skin, and it's amazing. Copper is great. Anyway, that's that for this video. Please be sure to like, comment, subscribe. Give your thoughts in the comment section down below. And yeah, that's that. Fuck colorist 2019 and stop being black when it's convenient because it's not respectful to me or black people who have to be black all day, every fucking day and can't escape from it. Yeah, that's that. Choice out this bitch. Yes, you are right there. See, I heard it all before. Heard it all before. Life and the friend I will deserve. Running through the present legend you. Present of the rain of the better weather. Yeah, all before. Unless all your sweet talk, baby this, baby that. See, I'm having nothing now, nothing now. How to cut you down? I had to shut you down. Heard it all before. I was your fool. I believed in you. Yes, I did. Yes, I did. Wow, that's all you get for free. Hope you guys enjoyed this concert. Please be sure to like, comment, subscribe. And yeah, that's that. Let me know which song I should sing next and what I should cook. Thank you.